Today I'm going to show you how to make something with spaghetti squash. Something, if you love Mexican food, this is going to be a delight. So check this out. I cut these spaghetti squashes in half. I scooped out the inside. I have my little olive oil sprayer that I sprayed in there. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cumin. I like to season my spaghetti squash when I bake it because it just bakes in that extra flavor. I've got some organic taco seasoning. Oh, I got a little in there. I'm gonna add some in there. And I have the oven on 400 degrees. I'm gonna bake these for an hour. So I'm gonna get started with this. Let me throw those in there real quick. And I have a quantity issue, so as you see, I got 2 very large spaghetti squash. And we're gonna set that timer for 1 hour. Start. I'm gonna cook up the ground turkey with my onion and my red and orange pepper. I'm gonna add a little seasoning when it's almost cooked, some ground cumin and some taco seasoning to that mixture, and just kind of add it to flavor. While I'm waiting on this to cook, I'm gonna rinse my cannellini beans and my black beans and just let them sit in a little strainer, so those will be ready to toss in. And then I'm gonna open up my diced tomatoes and green chili with a little bit of garlic, specialty. I'm gonna add that in. This is a medium, so you can get hot if you want, whatever you like. I'm gonna start out with a hot pan. I'm gonna throw in the onions, got a little bit of olive oil in there. I'm gonna throw in 1 orange bell pepper and 1 red bell pepper. I love onion, I love pepper, any kind of vegetables. So we're gonna cook those for about 7 minutes. I got quite a few in there. And then once those cook down, I'm gonna set them aside and I'm gonna throw in the ground turkey. I just took the spaghetti squash out of the oven. Remember, I seasoned it with some taco seasoning. I'm just taking a fork and basically I'm just scraping to loosen the spaghetti squash, just like that. And I've already got this done. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. I did 2 already. I've actually, this is my first time making this recipe. I woke up and had a little hot sauce on my spaghetti squash, and then I thought, wow, that was really good. And then I thought, I got an idea. So, today is recipe day. Okay, I've got this, and what I'm doing is I'm adding the enchilada sauce directly to the spaghetti squash. I'm gonna mix that up a little bit too. Spaghetti squash is a nice firm consistency. If you cook a little longer, it softens, it gets a little bit squishier, but it's pretty solid. The beans that we're gonna put in there, you don't really wanna mix them up too much. You wanna more fold those in. So I figured I would mix the enchilada sauce in with the spaghetti right here. Spaghetti squash. So there, I've got those done. I've got my meat that's already cooked. I've got my onions and peppers. Now you can see this was a pound of ground turkey. This is 1 orange bell pepper, 1 red bell pepper, and 1 small onion. I've got all my toppings for later chopped up. I opened up 1 can of cannellini beans, 1 can of black beans, they're all layered in there, and then the rotel, the tomato and the green chili. So what I'm gonna do is kind of layer it and then be able to fold it in so it makes it like a casserole. So we're gonna start with this, and we're gonna start with the largest one that I did. And basically, you know, this is have fun with your meal. Do whatever you want to do. Whatever, if you don't like peppers and you don't like onion, you can omit anything you want out of this recipe. Spaghetti squash is very healthy for you. So as you can see there, I didn't get the enchilada sauce evenly over it, but what I'm gonna do is layer it. So I may not use all of these ingredients, and I may repurpose them for another meal. But of course they sell packages in 1 pound turkey packages, each color of bell pepper. So, but you can always make omelets with it. You can just repurpose it in many different ways. So whatever ratio you like, have fun with it. That's what I love about cooking. Just sprinkle. There's no wrong way to do this. And just look at all this deliciousness and color. Go a little heavier on the beans in the middle. I still have a little bit of that left. I am going to put a little bit more of the enchilada sauce. Gravity works, so the enchilada sauce will work its way down. I forgot to get the cheese out because we want to work our cheese in there also. I picked up a mozzarella style shreds cashew cheese alternative from Trader Joe's. So I'm going to just sprinkle some cheese, cheese in there. Just light them out. There we go. And I put some more spaghetti squash in there. So you see how I'm just having fun with it. There's no wrong way to do this. It's a casserole, so it's just a mixture of all the ingredients mixed into one dish, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven and cook it a little longer. I will go through and scrape those rest of those out a little bit more at the end. But look at how beautiful. I mean, you can make like a lasagna with spaghetti squash. I mean, there's so many amazing things. Once you start eating spaghetti squash, you'll realize how much you love it. And when you find out how healthy it is and how it trims your waistline, you'll eat it even more. So remember, we're allowed an unlimited amount of veggies. And this is all veggies, very small amount of ground turkey, a little bit more. So out of my pound, let's say I'm gonna keep the other spaghetti squash and do it with some other recipes. So I've got some additional ingredients that I can repurpose. So here I'm gonna add some more peppers and onions. And I am gonna finish off the beans. Add extra protein to this because I didn't use as much of the ground turkey. And then I'm gonna top it off with some more enchilada sauce. So I doubled the recipe with having, well, almost very large spaghetti squashes. I'm gonna add some more enchilada sauce. And you could just kind of shut this down and serve it like this, or you can kind of toss it. You can actually put it back in the boats, cook them in the boats. Look how beautiful this looks. I have one plate that I prepared with spinach, and then another little plate with a little salad on the side. So I'm gonna take and scoop out a little section of this one and put it right on top of the spinach. Now remember, this is all vegetables, some beans for protein, some ground turkey. Oops, I almost put that on top of this salad. So you can do it however you like. And remember, we have toppings to make it even more delicious. So it's almost like a serving of vegetables right in with just your protein. So we have cilantro, which I love. I'm gonna put some on my salad also. Put some cilantro on this one. Oh, I think that's hiding behind that dish. Going to put some dairy-free sour cream. I'm gonna take a couple little dabs. Put that on there. I'm gonna top it off with some salad onions that I chopped up earlier. And you can top it with whatever you normally top any of your Mexican dishes with. We have black sliced olives. You can add Ortega chilies, any kind of green chilies. You can add salsa, avocado. My avocado is not ripe yet. A little bit of hot sauce. A little bit there. And I do have a little dressing that I'm gonna add to my salad. And there is dinner. Very simple, healthy. Try it out.